Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22, our very first farm. We are continuing in our efforts to try to turn our modest little farm that we started with up into a major dairy and chicken egg production facility. In the last episode, we harvested our wheat for the year as well as much grass as we could muster. And now I think we're already at the point where we're ready to go ahead and turn our two fields down here into wheat fields. We need to advance time a couple of months before we can do that. But we should have grass all the way through like this. I remember we did go through and plant that. I think in the next month or so we need to go back and fertilize this. Let's see, fertilizing, yeah. So all that stuff's gonna need to be fertilized. As a matter of fact, we actually do need to go ahead and grab our tractor and get the fertilizing done for the grass fields that we've cut so far. So let's go ahead and do that. Seems like we have enough fertilizer to go ahead and get that done. So let's go this way and we'll head over to where we're going to be having our grass fields. So we're going to have all grass fields on that in those fields over here on the other side of the trees, and then all of this over here is going to be wheat. That's the plan moving forward. Let's get our speed limiter turned off so that we can go as fast as possible to get this done. I have several mods installed that allow me to kind of speed up the process of getting things done. One of them is this hold on, get my speed limit turned all the way back up. One of them is this mod that allows me to adjust the working speed of implements to match the max speed of the tractor rather than whatever speed they decided that the tool needs to work at. So we're just going to go back and forth through this real quick, get these three fields over here done. I have to wait to do that one because we just planted that this month. So we're not going to be able to get that one done right this minute, but we can get those two fields done over there. I mean, I guess I probably should have waited to do these fields until I was able to do that one, but you know, hindsight's 20/20. Don't always think about things the way you should. So we'll get these two fields done, and then we need to advance time until we're able to plant our basically going to be planting all of our wheat fields over there because they all need to be planted at the same time. So that's going to be the plan for now. I don't suppose it's actually going to let me. Oh yeah, that's some that we missed in the last one. That's okay. So we're going to swing around and get all of this planted the way it's supposed to be, or fertilized the way it needs to be fertilized, and then we will be ready to do some planting for wheat. So get this last little bit over here, and then we have one more field to grab. And then we should have plenty of grass available for our next cutting to sell for silage. I mean, we're getting to the point where we do kind of need to start looking at getting some cow barns, but those are $500,000 a piece, and we keep having these random expenses that come up that I need to, you know, ideas that I have of things I want to get done, and they end up eating up money, and we're not staying on task properly, I don't think. But you know, part of the fun of doing stuff like this is kind of changing with the wind and adjusting your plan because you want to try something different. And if that ends up eating up money, well, it ends up eating up money. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and get our fertilizer spreader put away so that we can be done with that for now. And we are going to advance. Well, let's check our chickens and stuff first and make sure they're good with feed and make sure all of our eggs and stuff are in a good situation. Then we can get to the point where we're ready to plant our wheat for the year. Okay, drop that right there. So our animals are currently, yeah, they all need food. So let's go ahead and we'll run over here and grab our trailer so we can fill up our chicken coops with feed. So back up to this guy over here. I believe it still has wheat inside of it, so ideally, nope, we're gonna have to go fill it up. Never mind, I thought we had wheat in there. So we'll drive over this way, head over to our silo, fill up our trailer with as much wheat as we can, get our chickens fed, and then we can advance time to the next couple of months so that we can, 132,000 liters of wheat, and max yearly consumption for our chickens is 21,000. So I think we're good on wheat for a while. We might even be able to do 1 or 2 more chicken coops if I decide I want to trade a couple of those greenhouses for chicken coops. I want to go a few years just to make sure, because we had a couple of extra fields that we hadn't planned on when we were buying fields to expand our farm. They already had wheat, so I just want to give it a little bit of time to make sure that the standard amount that we're pulling in is enough for more than just 2 chicken coops, because if we start building up another set of chicken coops and then the fields that we have aren't capable of supporting that many chickens, that's going to end up being pretty bad for us. So I want to take our sweet time when it comes to developing our chicken coops. Obviously, it's nice to have as much income as possible, but sometimes it's better to just be conservative a little bit and hedge your bets. All right. So that does it for feeding the chickens. There's no egg. Well, there's a few eggs, but I think we can go a couple of months without having to worry about that. So we're going to save the game real quick just to make sure we're all set. And we're going to go ahead and advance our time all the way to September, because that is the earliest we can plant our wheat. Okay, so animals. Animals are... yeah, they're good for another couple of months at least, but I do believe that we're probably going to need to go ahead and get our eggs situated. So let's go ahead and get our trailer. We can get those loaded up and sold off. Do a little bit of first-person driving around. I get tired of doing third-person sometimes. It's nice to be able to just drive around and feel like you're actually driving the tractor. All right, get all of our equipment, or all of our eggs loaded up so we can get them over to the sell point and sold off. There we go. Big fan of the Autoload mod. It makes life so much more convenient. You can load manually if you want to, but it's nice to have the option to just be able to do that. All right. So I'm just going to leave the trailer there because we don't really need to sit there while that's happening. Chickens, we can feed the chickens in another couple of months. They should have enough food to get to that. Double check and make sure that we are ready to plant wheat. So we are. Let's go ahead. We'll grab our seeder. And then make sure that we're topped up on seeds and... oh, come on, grab it. Make sure we're topped up on... yeah, we need to buy some seeds and fertilizer. So let's go over here to where our deliveries happen. And we'll buy that stuff and get started with all of our seeding. So I want to buy... I'm actually going to buy 2 bags of each. Just to make sure, because we have a lot of fields to get done, and I don't want to have to come back and like buy this stuff again. So, where are the bags? Where'd the bags? Oh, they're behind us. Couldn't see them because the actual seeder was in the way. All right, so we'll get our seeds filled up, we'll get our fertilizer filled up, and then we'll get started on all of our fields over here. Almost there. Do I need to back up? There we go. All right. Filling up our seeds. Looks like we might have a little bit left over in this bag when we're done, but that's okay. Once we're done with this field here, we'll come back and reseed. So now we're going to get our seeder, our seeding machine unfolded and ready to go. And as we do that, let's go ahead and get our GPS steering set up for heading mode. And then we need to get our heading... oops, wrong button. What am I doing? Was it Alt-E? There we go. And we're going to go with 90, I do believe. We're going to get the width set properly. Get it moved over to where we can have a nice, clean row set up. And then make sure that our tool is lowered and ready to go. Get our GPS steering turned on, cruise control turned on. And get the tool moving. Look at that. Nice and pretty. And then when we turn around, we'll have a nice clean row going all the way back the other way. I really like this GPS steering mod. It makes life a lot easier when it comes to just making sure you're not wasting a bunch of time. So, yeah. We'll go down, we'll make a turn, finish this field up, and then we have to head down to the other side over there. Hopefully we can turn around without any issues and getting stuck. Seems like we kind of more or less made it. We'll go all the way down, come back this way, and then we'll fix the little bit of issue that we had right there. Shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. All the way down and all the way back. I'll be putting cuts in so that you guys don't have to watch the entire process, but I figure that this field is small enough that it should be fine. So get ourselves turned around. There we go. So we'll go all the way down to the end here. We'll fix the little mess that was over there, and then we'll do the last little strip over here to finish off these fields, and I think that's going to be our plan. Go ahead and get our... There we go. That's the view I'm looking for. Getting a little bit stuck on the fence. Oh, come on. Come on. I could just unfold the tool. Or I could just fold the tool, but it's kind of a pain to do. And I did press the button trying to get it done, but unfortunately... whatever. Not how I was expecting all of this to go. Okay, why won't this... Not lowered? That would do it. Okay, trying to figure this out. I thought I had pressed the tool to lower the button, but it didn't actually do it. Okay. Close enough. We'll have a little bit of a strip down there at the end that didn't quite make it, but it's always a pain in the butt to try to deal with the fencing and the tight space over there, so I'm not going to worry about it anymore. We'll finish up this little bit of the field here and head over to the other side. Gonna have to fold up our tool though to get it past all the trees and stuff over here, I think. So we'll wait a second for that to, actually, let's... Well, I want to get the last little bit of that seed there, so let's go ahead and try to do that. I'm hoping I can empty out the bag and not have it just sitting over here if we can... Still too much seed in there. Alright, whatever. Well, let's head over to the fields over here, and we can get these started going. Right. Wait for that to come down, then we'll lower our tool. And away we go. So what I'm eventually trying to do, if I can keep this going straight the way I want it to go, I wonder if I should go up and down this way or, I think I should probably go up and back this way. So let's go ahead and get our thing set like that. Get this lined up where I want it to be. And then, yeah, should be able to get nice clean rows going up and down. So I think this is what we're going to do. We'll go like this, and we'll just go back and forth until we get to the end of the field over there, and then we'll finish off getting that weird irregular piece over there. But for now, I just want to get these grass fields up and get the wheat down. We are nearly done planting this side of the field over here. We just need to come up and make a U-turn and do this last little strip on the side. Then we can go do that last little irregular part, and we will be done with planting our wheat for the year, which will be pretty nice. And then we can come back next month and do some fertilizing. I think I will wait till next month to do the fertilizing for that other grass field over there, just because I don't want to have to break it out twice. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do that. So let's finish this off, and then we'll head back over in that direction, finish up the little patches of stuff that we have left. Then we can advance time. So there's that. That's all of that. Get this last little spot over here. Okay. Okay, that's all of that. And then all we have to do now is just get these last little bits. I did end up doing kind of back and forth passes over here for a couple of them, but I don't know, it's just kind of weird trying to figure out the best optimal way of doing all of this. So we'll go this way, and then we'll turn around like we've been doing. To get all these little patches that I missed along the way. Unfortunately, I knew I was going to do that. Always have a little bit of a patch left over because I turn a little too soon and misjudge where I'm supposed to go. It's kind of hard to do this when you're looking back, when you're like trying to turn and figure out where the tool on the back is going to end up. It can be kind of difficult to judge it. Alright, so that finishes that part. Then we'll just this last little bit right here, and that, my friends, is our wheat for the year. So now, we'll just do like we did last time and put this back inside the barn, because that seems like a pretty good place to store it. And we shouldn't need the seeder again until next year. If I could not crash into the barn over here. That's pretty helpful when you don't do that. Alright, get this parked, and now we just need to get our, or we can do that, we need to get ourselves ready for fertilizing next month. So I'm going to go ahead and park ourselves right here. Turn the engine off. Just double check our chicken feed. They should be good for another couple of months. So let's go ahead and push ourselves into next month. And I'm going to go ahead and buy, those are seeds, so I'm going to buy one more bag of fertilizer just to make sure that we're all set. And where did that get dropped? Over here. Okay, so we'll fill this up with fertilizer, and we'll fertilize all of our fields here. For this, I do want to there we go. For this, I do want to be in third-person view because it's much easier to see where our fertilizer is going if I'm able to see it from this view. So, as nice as it is to have the, nice as it is to be in the cab view here, it's very difficult to see where the application is actually going when you're in that view. So we're going to do this one in the third person. So we'll finish this here. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys watch the entire process. I just want to give you guys a nice little taste of what we're doing, and then I'll put a nice little cut in here. All right. I believe all those grass fields over there, except for the one, should be fully fertilized, so we shouldn't have to do anything with those. Just need to get all of these fields over here painted with fertilizer. And then head over and do that one over there. So I'll finish off these fields and then head over there and bring you guys back when we're ready to move on. Well, actually, because these fields were grass before... You know what? This, you know what? We're going to go ahead and end the episode here because I made a mistake. This was... I planted grass because, as I always do, I didn't stop to pay attention to what I was planting. Instead of planting wheat, we just planted grass all over the place. So... Yep, that's a problem. And that's going to take a lot more time to fix than I really have right now. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the series so far. Be sure to click that like button if you have, so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your feed and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a membership, you can always click that thanks button. It is YouTube's form of a tip. Direct contributions such as these are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig, which is the dream. So again, thank you very much for your time. In the next episode, we'll fix our mistake that we made because we can still plant this month. Be sure to come back for that next one, and I'll see you then.